are in the grand finals. Elsom and Doggo on the winner's side over Kylar, Alice, and Rite. And we're seeing a lot of swaps in the characters, at least on the Kylar, Alice, and Rite side, where we've got the Petra and the Koji.
Okay. So Petra, probably the only one on this stage that, I mean, Petra definitely gets some play. She's a very strong legend with 2 good weapons in this current meta. So, but as far as who we're looking at the stage altogether, she's definitely the least played. So could see a little surprise factor here from this Petra.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting pick to come out here. You're not seeing like those big follow-up hit ability, but meanwhile, Elsom getting a big follow-up onto Rite, getting the double downlight into the side air. First stock advantage to the blue team.
Kylar Alice, man, I mean, he is actually, I've been watching him the entire time. He really has just been kind of chasing around, but none of those hits really. Okay, I don't know what was about to happen there, but I was about to jump out of my seat, dude. the ground pound into, oh man, that was a beautiful looking combo. Luckily, it was not finished for Rite, because that was a stock evaporated for sure.
Yeah, you didn't know where that train was going, but you were on that ride and you were ready to see where it landed. But Rite down to his final stock here. These character picks from the red team not looking too hot.
Right. And he gets a little punch action there. And, oh, that was a save.
That was a save.
Wow.
The dare to redirect the force. What in the world? This blue team is on something else. Elsom still sitting on that first stock. Doggo just lost his first stock. Blue team is looking so good.
Shut down.
All right, man. So, here we go. Get a nice whiff of the neutral layers. Not even allowing him to land right there. Finally gets his own neutral layer, but man, look how quickly they swap up too, man. It's like even when they do swap up, they're swapping onto offense. So,
they're just playing
and
tag.
Doggo, yes.
It's like Tekken tag, you know what I mean? Like they're just hitting someone up and they just tagging. You're like, all right, now it's your turn to just beat them up.
Yeah, like middle of the combo, get the dive in.
Oh man.
Man, that was pure domination here in this first game
Yeah.
from Elsom and Doggo. Again, great damage from Elsom. Great damage from Doggo too. Somehow only dropping 5 of the 6 stocks, and it must have been an accident. Yeah, there we go. You see the accident here from Kylar Alice. But yeah, I'm looking at the damage over here, and yeah, it's just a little abysmal right now. So I'm expecting probably a swap from the Kylar Alice squad back to something that is more tried and true for him.
Yeah, we're already seeing Rite hovering on the Tigress. Doggo faking out, showing that he's got the Taros, but it's going to be Kylar Alice onto the Jala, taking a page out of Dummy's book. Was like, you know what? You didn't do great against me with the Jala, but I respect it. I like the idea. He's going to go in with a Jala and a Tigress to go up against Doggo and Elsom.
Yeah, not a bad pick at all. You know, both of these guys actually relatively speedy with the 5 and 6. Not as fast as Bryn, obviously, or as the other team, but they're fast enough to keep up. And then on top of that, you know, you got some nice force and nice sigs all together on Jala. So maybe this is where he feels like there's the issue, is they're just having a hard time getting these KOs. And 2 solid weapons too. You know, sword, axe. What more could you want?
Yeah, definitely great 2v2 weapons. I think if Jala was a higher defense legend, I think you would see her played a lot more in the 2v2 space.
For sure. Ooh, okay, nice little dodge right there. I thought he was going to dodge directly into that, but no, actually gets the fastball quickly. Wow, while we're looking over here at Jala, I didn't even see his stock being evaporated like that. Jeez, Elsom with the recovery.
He's just asking for some room to breathe. Finally picks up a second weapon, but meanwhile, blue team still going in, right with a risky ground pound, almost gets hard punished by Doggo.
All right. Back onto the stage.
Oh, Kylar. He still touches. Trying to catch one of these stocks here, but Rite takes out his teammate. Might get taken out here on the second stock.
Ooh. Yeah, they're looking at Rite for sure, but Rite actually finding the side air at the perfect angle too. Doesn't even bounce off that stage, just directly under it into that blast zone. Another side air here for Rite. Oh, good pickup.
And Elsom, again, still sitting on this first stock. Elsom really good at extending these stocks. Rite is also just getting taken out so quickly by this blue team.
Finally finds that stock. Rite trying to get some extra damage here. Oh, that recovery getting beat out by the weapon toss. All right.
Your Rite's going in.
Yeah, right. Definitely. I mean, he's reckless with this last stock for sure. He don't care.
He's like, I'm going to take someone down. Kylar Alice, unfortunately, going to fall, though, on the right side. Again, Rite with a chase dodge down. He's going for ground pounds on this right side. There's 2 blue targets. If he could hit enough of them, it might work out in their favor. But right now, red team is very much on the back foot.
Oh, that weapon toss from so far away,
Save.
so long ago. It does get the hit, but the save right there from Elsom as well. Or from Doggo, actually, onto Elsom. But there's the down air, and now it's an even game. But look how much damage is on to Rite. I like the fact that Doggo is just trying to get him out of there really quickly with that gravity cancel down sig.
Just trying to respawn, use those iframes to catch him with a heavy button, but that might be enough. Rite trying to find his way there. You see Kylar Alice, he's like, I'm just going to tank all these weapon tosses so that you don't have to worry about them.
Quickly. Yeah, nice that. The quick combination to the recovery. And now it's all going to be up to this solo Jala. The damage is kind of there on the blue team, you know, for him to find like a nice swipe near the edge, but has to edge up a little bit more for sure before he's actually threatening the stock, but you know. Oh, okay.
It was a bit risky there.
Surprisingly unpunished, yes.
Yeah, that requires a dodge to do that, but blue team just was not quite in position to punish it. Good chase dodge, gets through the neutral light. Kylar Alice putting out some damage, not getting punished. He's crazy. Why is he throwing out SIGs?
Not that. Of all the SIGs to throw
Yeah,
out,
definitely not that one, too.
Yeah, man, he almost had the read, too, on the weapon pickup with that down sig. He did the gravity cancel down sig right on top of it, but luckily Elsom was able to dodge through. So, yeah, no, he had a little sign of life right there, but then kind of got overzealous with that neutral sig and lost that stock. So now a 2-0 lead here for Elsom and Doggo. They are not playing around. They said, look, we want this victory quickly.
Meanwhile, red team saying, look, we are trying something real out of the book. We're getting at the Jae-Yun and the Ragnir for game number 3. This is tournament point here for this red team. Otherwise, blue team, Doggo and Elsom, going to put another seasonal in the books for the Australian region. This is going to be interesting. Kylar Alice on the Jae-Yun, that's such an odd pick, mostly because, like, Greatsword is just not known to be a good 2v2 weapon. Like, it's really hard to follow up off of those Greatsword light attacks.
But even so, I just haven't seen the Greatsword since, you know, the great nerfing of it. So, like, this is yeah, that's what happened. That was the Great Depression of the Greatsword for sure, man. Because, like, it had to happen at some point in time, but not everyone was like, this weapon is dead. And I was like, all right, well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, but Rite going to make sure that the blue team is dead, and maybe his teammate a little bit with that one. First stock advantage to the red team for the first time in their set.
Right. So he's actually doing quite fine, though, on this Greatsword for sure. Greatsword, you know, some of the windows may have got changed, but it still does some good damage and good knockback.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you dodge, you're still getting caught by this Greatsword. Nice gravity cancel side sig. Kylar Alice with a huge punish again. You burn that dodge to do that gravity cancel, and so Kylar Alice can get the full 3 hit on that one to get the stock off of Elsom.
Okay, yeah. That's the really unfortunate part of the Greatsword, though, is like how long you are kind of locked into that animation when you're going for the full combo, thus usually allowing the teammate to get a free punish on you. You're usually throwing out at least 2 moves, you know?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's very rare that you do like a light attack and back off. Like, you're usually looking for that bridge and then maybe even a reset or the closing.
Yeah. So, with that being said, though, he's done quite well on the... Oh, there we go. The ground pound as well. Done quite well on this. Now, this is like a straight-up turnaround, man. Like, I mean, they kind of threw darts at the board to figure out what they were going to pick, and the darts landed perfectly.
They finally started hitting all the bullseyes with the darts. Kylar Alice finally loses his first stock. The double weapon toss, the side sig as well, and Rite gets put down to the final stock. There's still a hope for the blue team to close this one out and be crowned the Australian Spring Champions.
Oh,
as
no.
Kylar Alice going deep with the unarmed. Rite going to come in, try to make sure they can get the stock off of Doggo, but man, they're playing with fire here on the right side.
Yeah, with the way they're playing off stage, both
Oh,
of them have
no.
one stock. He finds it.
Oh,
That's
no,
a weapon toss. Is he gone?
Can't
He is
hit the
gone.
nair. Rite's got to
Oh,
live.
no!
Oh,
Okay,
but he's
okay,
gonna
still
get
needs
back.
to make it back.
Oh, the recovery beats out the ground pound from Elsom. Everybody on final stocks here.
man, just a lot of chaos there on the right side happening. And look at the damage that has happened after that, man. About 20 seconds of just chaos there on the right side. And now we're getting a stock. It is down to Elsom. Not a crazy. I like that idea, though. I did like that idea, for sure.
It was almost so beautiful because he had the spot dodge to avoid the attack, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that sig, too, would have thrown him backwards. Would have pushed him pretty far off that stage. So, a good idea. Just unfortunately, after that, he didn't really have too many options to avoid that great sword down there. So, great picks. Great picks.
Yeah.
I mean, from Kylar, AUS, and Rite. A lot of swaps here to figure out what works for them, and it looks like this is it. The Jae-Yun. I honestly have not seen the great sword in quite some time, and they're still showing you that it does indeed work.
It's got to be the spring boost, right? The pollen in the air for the spring event, and he's going in with the Hwoarang Jae-Yun, putting on the spring skin. So I think he's got that slight advantage. But Doggo going to swap over to the Teros, trying to finish this one up, trying to close it out 3-1 over Kylar, AUS, and Rite.
All right, man. So, I'm surprised they swapped, though. Actually, not really. It's Teros, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm never surprised to see a Teros show up on the screen, but let's see what they can do with this, though. I think, oh, wow.
You're doing stuff. Kylar,
Yeah.
AUS has not had a weapon, has not gotten a hit out, and Doggo has just been putting him out.
No.
Oh, that's going to be a team KO from Rite with the D-Sig.
It was a good idea, too, though, but I think he just wasn't high up enough to get the combination to work, like the recovery to hit in so that he wouldn't hit his teammate. He was a little too close to him, so they hit both of them, unfortunately, and there was no real options of recovery left here on this Jae-Yun.
Oh, what a big ground pound from Doggo on the return. Does recover his teammate. Kylar, AUS just trying to get some sort of stock off this blue team, but things are looking good for the team of Elsom and Doggo.
Okay.
It's the side sig.
We're back to it. Now you can see a little 2v1 action, but stands right in the middle of the stage too. Like you're extra bold for that one.
Yeah, that was definitely something coming out from both sides there. You saw Doggo deep, going for a GC Ensig, just expecting some sort of crazy ground pound from the red team, but they were far and away from that one. Elsom with a nice interrupt. Red team still on the back foot, and Elsom with the spear ground pound going to split this red team, and Kylar, AUS going to fall down to his final stock right behind him.
Okay. There we go.
Oh,
there.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's so gone. He was gone a year ago, and he's extra gone. Elsom and Doggo are going to win it 3-1 for the Autumn Championship, winning 2 seasonals in a row. Are they going to, in 1 year, get the full home run? I guess we'll have to find out, but man, what a run.
That was a very far chase. Like, they were really out there in those last zones, man. And he actually hit Elsom, too, so pushed him even further in, but they still managed to take that and turn it into a W for the blue team, and obviously a W just all together for this part of the tournament. Elsom and Doggo taking the Spring Championship 2v2s as well.
Yeah, that was a huge finale for Elsom and Doggo. Congratulations to them. Again, another gold medal in the pocket. Kylar, AUS, and Rite going to take home that silver medal, and Dummy and Shadow going to be going home with the bronze medal for the Autumn Championship 2v2s.
Yeah. So, obviously, you saw this region. We got a lot of Brawlhalla action for you this weekend, and honestly for the next few weekends. But we're going to be doing some 2v2 action